Hi, my name is Ajay Kuriyan, and I'm a fourth-year medical student. I'm going into ophthalmology. I was born in Nigeria, and I moved to the United States when I was 3, and I grew up in Queens, and I went to high school in Manhattan, and came to U of R for undergrad, and I liked it so much I decided to stay here. I was doing the REMS program, but the medical school here definitely won me over, and I'm very glad I did. I had a great experience here, and I think some of the faculty members and experiences I had here really drove me towards the field of ophthalmology. It was a combination of the research and the ability to tie in both the clinical aspect of ophthalmology with the surgical aspect of ophthalmology. And I think that's one of the things that makes ophthalmology really unique, because you have both those aspects coming together, and there's very few fields that let you see a patient of all different ages, of different genders, and you could provide preventative care, medical treatment for chronic diseases, as well as surgical therapies. And so it's a field that really has a really broad application of medicine. When I started anatomy, I really liked the eye anatomy, but I was exposed to I guess more medicine through our ACE experience, and I also went to the OR a couple of times with the surgery interest group and Dr. Caldwell. And I realized I liked both the aspects of medicine and surgery. And so I started thinking about the different fields that encompass both of them. And I narrowed it down like that. And then I remembered my affinity towards the eye anatomy. And so that's why I decided to get some experience that first year in ophthalmology.
I decided to go into pediatrics. I think I've known for a very long time. When I was a little kid, 5 years old, 6 years old, I was really into a TV show called Empty Nest. And on the show, the main character was a pediatrician. So when I discovered that pediatricians are doctors for little kids, I just thought it was the coolest thing ever when I was like that old. And I decided that that's what I was going to do. So every little career planning project I could do throughout elementary school, throughout junior high, it was always about the world of pediatrics and what you have to do to become a pediatrician and things like that. So I had a lot of kind of mentoring as a junior high student and even high school with pediatricians in the local Utica area, just kind of taking me under their wing and things like that. So when I got to college, I just did the pre-med track and went after it. So I love being around children in any setting, whether it's just teaching, playing, babysitting. I've always been all about kids. I just think they're fun, they're adorable, and I think it's mainly their candor, just kind of being excited about life, not really having any inhibitions and things like that. It's just refreshing to be around little people like that. And then to add kind of an academic spin to it, where you're learning about, pathophysiology and disease processes in these, little people, it's just interesting to me. And I was like, this is something I can make a career out of, something that I enjoy doing just for fun, and then also something that's stimulating academically, I guess.
My field of choice is general surgery, and most likely I'll be going into vascular surgery. So there is some connection there, but I never originally thought that I would be going into surgery. I originally thought I was going into internal medicine. I liked physiology a lot. I liked differential diagnoses, talking about differential diagnoses. So throughout my third year of medical school, I really liked medicine, and I was kind of thinking cardiology or critical care. So I kept my surgery clerkship to the very end of my third year of medical school because I thought I would like it the least. I planned it that way. And when I got to my surgery clerkship, I was very surprised to find that I was really enjoying it. I started having dreams about being in the operating room. I was thinking about my patients and their problems all the time. I really enjoyed how fast-paced it was, how we were always doing something. But I wasn't really sure what to think about this until my preceptor told me, I can tell you really enjoy surgery, and have you thought about going into it? Now this scared me a lot because that would mean changing my life plans, changing everything I thought I knew about myself. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that there were different aspects of surgery that I hadn't been aware of in the past that really appealed to me. So the first aspect of surgery that really appealed to me was doing something with my hands and the fine motor skills that it takes to be an experienced and skilled surgeon. So I've been a musician since I was about 4 years old, and I still play the violin, and I find that being in the operating room is very similar to practicing a musical instrument or being in a performance. So I really enjoy that aspect of it and working together as a team in the operating room. The other part of surgery that I enjoy is the decision-making process. Surgeons have to know when to take a patient to the operating room and when to treat them conservatively. So a good surgeon knows a lot of internal medicine already and uses that information to make a decision. I didn't realize how much medicine surgeons needed to know, so I enjoyed being able to offer an intervention to a patient that I thought was very sick. And the third part about surgery that I really enjoy is how efficient and fast-paced it is. I like cutting to the chase. I like finding quick answers to complicated problems, and those are all things about surgery that really appeal to me.
My name is David Perlmutter, and I'm going to be doing my transitional year at Albert Einstein Hospital in Philadelphia, followed by ophthalmology residency at Wills Eye Institute in Philadelphia. Choosing a career was not an easy decision for me. My grandfather and my father were both ophthalmologists, and so it was a tough decision, and it's always been something that I thought about all through medical school. I was really impressed with the neurosurgery department here and some of the procedures that they do. So ultimately, my choice was between neurosurgery and ophthalmology. And at the end of the day, it was the type of patients and the type of interventions. I really enjoyed the outcomes in ophthalmology and the things that we could do to impact a patient's life. And vision is so important to people that being able to improve their vision really drastically improves their quality of life. I know that I want to make clinical practice my number one priority. But I've really enjoyed teaching through medical school, through college. It's something that I didn't know that I would necessarily want to do growing up, but I discovered this along the way, and I want to continue to teach down the road. So I'm hoping to spend most of my time practicing, but I'd love to be working with residents and medical students all throughout my career.